Everybody, today we're going to look at how much it costs to create a piece of gold armor and purple armor from scratch. So let's say you are not unlucky and every time you do one of these bosses, they refuse to drop it. And it's like, the monsters have a 5% chance to drop one of these uniques, but you don't get any. And now you really want some uniques. Well, how do you do this? Well, normally when you farm, you're going to get a whole bunch of these normal white, trash items, and that normally you would just extract. But we're not gonna extract them today. This time we're actually going to make make a purple completely from scratch using just the white stuff. It'll take a lot of gold, and let's make a pair of boots. So we're gonna take this as the base. Sure, we're gonna try to reinforce it. You do need a lot of these resources, which I actually have thrown away. But anyways, you start buying resources and you try to. Oh, but before we do that, I forget. Let's look at our gold. 5.7 mil. I don't know what the exact. Oh, five. Yeah, actually, about 5.7 exactly. Right. Let's start from here because we didn't spend that much gold. All right, so we made a +5 there. Let's make a +5 of this as well. Gonna need more of this. It's gonna take a while too. And when you're doing this, the game actually pauses in the background. But once you have 2 of these, you can synthesize, which is cheaper. Okay, so there's 2 ways to upgrade. One is called promotion. This uses these stones. I would not recommend it because these stones, if you look at the shop, these stones actually cost gems to buy, which is much rarer than synthesis. Because synthesis uses this blue thing. See, like the upgrade stone uses gems or cost gems, and synthesis liquid uses gold. So I will use gold. So in this case, I will take this. I will synthesis. It's gonna select. It's gonna automatically select and the helmet. So there we go. Let's do that. There, we made a pair of green boots. Let's go ahead and make that level 5. And to turn something from white to green really costs no gold. So let's, to save some time, let's just assume that this pair of pants down here was already made. So we're gonna just make this because we want to find out how much it costs to make a piece of gold armor. And there, how much? So our money went up because I've been farming. So again, it's not, synthesis. It's not really so making green armor or making the first piece of gold armor doesn't cost much. However, now for the moment of truth, how much does it cost to get this armor to level 5? Let's take a look. Okay, what is that now? Okay, there we go. Was that about 500k? I mean, there's obviously a chance to fail or a chance, there's a success rate, right? Because if you look at the like if you look at any piece of gear, let's say this gear, and you look at reinforced, there's always a success rate, and the success rate goes down the more you enchant. Like for example, watch. If I come here and I try to enchant this hat, right? It's 90% here. Now it turns to 80%, and you end up using more resources again. Let's reinforce one more time. Now it's 70%, and the resources increased again from now it's 24. Oh, you could use these jewels of blessings to increase it by 3%, but it's not worth it for these low tier items. You want to save these for like for weapons, because these jewels, they cost 50 gems each, so they're pretty expensive for a 3% boost. And if you look here, if I wanted to upgrade this weapon, I need to buy the most expensive material, the bars, or I can farm them. You can actually farm them. Sorry, this is a small sidetrack, but you could farm them in the Ice Kingdom, this dungeon here, and this dungeon here. This is a 3-man dungeon, and this is a guild dungeon. These can be done once a day. You can farm the bars and all the other materials there. However, most of the time you'll end up just buying the bars. So here, for this one, it's only a 68% chance. And if you can do the math, 34 bars and 56 dust, that comes out to be around 500k. So if I fail here, I lose 500k. So usually when I'm going from weapon from 3 to 4, I do try to get this to at least 80%. That's a pretty good. I mean, you might have a different, opinion, but I farm these decently fast, at least for now. So I tend to want to use them to save gold because gold is a more valuable resource. But anyways, let's go back to our original corollary, which is we have made a +5 boots. However, our gold went down to about our gold went down to about 5.5 mil. So now I want to know how much it cost from 5.5 to make a purple +5. So what we need to do is we actually need to create a net. Well, first of all, let's clear all this junk. Yeah, we're gonna clear all the junk, and we're gonna make another. What's it called? We're gonna make another item here, another yellow item, and then we're gonna do +5 to it because that's the realistic cost of actually doing this. If you are promoting, if you are doing promotion, you would waste even more money. And so when do you ever use promotion? Well, guess what? These runes cost a ridiculous amount to upgrade, and the reinforcement rate is super low. So you would definitely use promotion stones on runes, and once you finish all the runes, you want to use promotion stones on these jewelry, because again these use a lot, and the success rate is really low. So when you're trying to make a purple jewelry, you would use the promotional stones. But when you're making armor, you will use synthesis, these things. Well, and you probably will never make a weapon because you can just buy weapons from the daily deals. And just by the way, I actually have, I think I've shown this before. I've recorded most of these, the cost at least. So you can see here, cost for upgrading a gold item from 0 to 5. And then cost from updating purple item for weapon, armor, ornaments, and relic. And you can see here the relic is 52%. So no, sorry, here for relic from 4 to 5 is 50%, costing 85 and 62 resources. So here, if you don't promote and you're trying to synthesis, you waste a lot of money. I made this mistake. When I was making these stones, I used synthesis and I wasted so much money. Like afterwards, I realized, oh, that was really dumb. I should have promoted those stones because I had promotions on those stones back then. But anyways, let's go back to trying to get this guy up to level 5, and then we'll force him into okay. So you could do this like you use automatic too. Oh, here we go. We got it. All right. How much gold was that? That was about 100k. So it took about 100k for this to go from level 0 to level 5. So now let's make the actual boots. See, the synthesis stone is really cheap. All right, we got the boots. Alrighty. Now we will wear the boots on this guy, and we're going to reinforce this by a lot. Let's just buy a whole bunch of these. Okay. So we were at 5.4 million. Let's see how much it costs. Oh, oops. I bought a whole bunch of, oh, that was so stupid of me. I'm so sorry. I actually bought too many of these. I should have done it one at a time. I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll do another one. Let me do, okay, so right now I won't, it was 5.5 million. Now it's going to be very low because this is not realistic. Sorry. 3.8 is not realistic. Sorry, assuming that we have a level 1, or no, assuming we have 2 level 3 things. Okay, so for example here, what we can do is we can simply upgrade, let's upgrade this to level 5. What we want to do is we want to have no resources. So we want to be in a situation where we have no resources, and then we need to upgrade. That means we need to actually buy the resources. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Okay. So I need to use up these resources. Okay, let's upgrade some stuff then. We want to use up all the claws and all the essence. So with that said, let's upgrade. Let's just get some upgrades going first of all. Oops. Yeah, this could take a while, right? But I'm trying to give you an idea of how much it actually costs on average, I guess. Let me just buy a whole bunch of these too. Oh my goodness, I've failed so many times. What's going on? Okay, we got that one. Let's get the gloves. Okay, again, we know it costs about 100K for gloves to go from level 1 to level 5. Well, I say on average because we did that on average. Okay, so we're gonna unencrypt this, and I mean we can do this. We can just use the hat to make the gloves, and then we'll make a new hat later. So like now that we have that, right? Well, you say, okay, well, what about gloves? Well, I mean hat. What about? Well, you can just go over here, grab one of these, come back and make a hat from here. So you will do like this, and then yeah, it's like these low tier armor. They're kind of interchangeable. You can just do whatever you want. Oops, that didn't finish, did it? Huh? It's not. It bugged out. I'm sure it bugged out. Yeah, it did that. Okay. So we get this level 5, and then we sense this is that, and there you go. We got the hat back. All right. So okay. So back to what we were doing. We're gonna take we're gonna use up all the resources here. We're gonna use up everything here, and then we're gonna record our money, and then we're gonna see how much it costs to go from purple from level 1 to level 5, just on average, I guess. Okay, good. We're using up this money pretty effectively, in my opinion. Failed again. Okay, there. Okay, so now we have 40. We have 42 of claws, so we kind of want to use that up. So in that case, let's just let's just upgrade this one more time. Whoops. It's kind of sad you can't buy. You have to buy in increments of 20. It's kind of hard to deal with. All right. We have 14 and 16. I think that's good enough. Let's leave that there. So now, all right. Now let's look at the gold again. All right, we're at 3.12 million. Cool. All right, let's go back to Elia, and this time let's upgrade either one of these. So this is pretty low as well. You can consider that to be 0. So let's look. We're gonna do this slowly, one at a time. No more auto make, because then it's not a good representation of how much money I'm actually spending. So this time, okay, yeah, like there's gonna be fails. There's always gonna be fails. So you can't really deal with that. Wow. Okay, this one is really unlucky. I'm just feeling miserable. Whoa. Okay. This is okay. So last time it was 100K. This time I bet you it's like 200K, because this is going nuts. Oh my God, this hat refuses to make. Holy smokes! Oh gosh. Okay, we got it. All right, how much was that? That was 300K. Hold on. So the first time it was 100K. Now because I got lucky. Now the second time that was 300K gold. 300K gold just to upgrade that one hat. Man, that's a tilter. All right, let's get this boot upgraded now. Wait, before we do, we're at what? 2.8 million. Okay, got it. 2.8 million. 2.8 million. Let's go. Yeah, I guess if you're unlucky, it's really bad. And you can definitely be very unlucky sometimes. Okay. Oh my God. This is happening again. We're being unlucky. Whew. Okay. One more. Okay. Yes. Okay. How much was that? That was about 150K. So I would say on average 150K. I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair. Okay, let's make the hat. Yeah. Synthesis. Okay. Cool. All right. Good. now we get to see how much it costs. So we're at 2.7 mil. Let's see how much it costs to get to level 5, right? We're at 2.7 mil right now. Okay, so the first one's free. It's on us. That's fine. We'll just add a little bit of it's not the majority of the cost. All right, now we start counting the costs. We'll just add like 100K to the price. What was it again? It was 2.7, right? Yeah, I think it was 2.7. This is pretty cheap. The making a piece of cloth is usually pretty cheap. It's the weapons that are expensive. But this could fail as well because the success rate is really high. That's why it's really easy. Okay, how much was that? Whoa, hold up. That was more than I thought. That is like 800K gold. Okay, so it costs like 1 million gold to basically get a piece of purple armor to level 5. I think that's a pretty good recommendation. Wow, that was a very interesting exercise, right? Yeah. So okay, so like I'm currently at 4,500. I think I'll beat this dragon after this. Yeah, it's that was very interesting. Very interesting. Here's my characters. Some of them still have these green armor that needs to be upgraded. But I'm trying to get. She's missing a pair of boots. So let's go grab the boots from the blue wizard. Let's put it back on her. Ta-da! Okay. And then yeah, some of these characters are definitely missing stuff. He's missing a pair of boots too. But yeah, cool. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, guys.